What's going on, elites? You already know what time it is. We live action. Nah, this is the thing. This video is a video response to another video response. Of course, King of Lightning, during King of Lightning's review of one of his recent Bleach chapters, he stated how old man Yama is not stronger than Aizen Ichigo, you know, Dunkai Ichigo or Hokyoku Aizen. Young Money Jeezy, he made a video talking about how old man Yama is not stronger than Dunkai Ichigo and Hokyoku Aizen. Excuse me. And then King of Lightning made a video response to that saying how old man Yama is stronger. That's the thing. Now this is my video response to King of Lightning. Now of course King of Lightning, good video as always, but Young Money Jeezy, you know, he fought well. He's my lieutenant in arms. But we all know how it go. When the lieutenant fails, who steps up next? The captain. Now we all know I'm Bleach heavy. I'm very Bleach oriented. Bleach and Elite Ace, come on now. Come on now. So without further ado, I am here to counter debate the whole old man Yama being stronger than Hokyoku Aizen and Dunkai Ichigo. Okay, let's get this started. And I carefully analyzed the video, you know, wrote down a lot of things. So, without further ado, let's talk about number one. How I noticed King of Lightning, you talked about the whole, you know, transcendent thing, and you brought up the fact that, you know, how come Ichigo's father didn't get erased from existence? If Hokyoku Aizen did that to the guy in a business suit, the regular civilian, the regular human, pretty much you were saying Ichigo was stronger than him. So how come it didn't happen to Ichigo's father? And you said the same thing with Gin. Gin was right up on him. And you were saying the same thing with Matsumoto. But see, this is the thing. Aizen clearly stated with that's only the case with humans, people with no spiritual pressure at all. So you can't say, if that's the case, how come it didn't happen to Ichigo's father? Ichigo's father's not a regular human. That's why. And so as long as you got spiritual pressure, you're good. Even during the beginning of their Renkar arc, Yami did that technique where he sucked into souls. That affect everyone with basically no spiritual energy or spiritual pressure, no Ryatsu, because Tatsuki, she was weakened by that, but she wasn't dead. Chad, it didn't affect him. Or Hime, it didn't affect him, etc., etc. And that is why. Now, of course, the next thing, I noticed how you brought up, let's see, the spiritual pressure aspect of how old man Yama, how when the now, during the Soul Society arc, when Shunsui and Kuraku, Shunsui and Ukitake, they were running away from old man Yama. They were on Sokyoku after Ichigo, you know, took out the Sokyoku. They came down. Old man Yama was already there. And you say he raised the spiritual pressure to the point to where she couldn't breathe, like she was suffocating, you know, all those kind of things. But also remember this. He directed that to the now. She was looking right into that. He was looking at her. He just, you know, it was one of those things. And yes, it was, because another proof of that is when the Espadas were having the meeting with Aizen. Grimmjow went to get up and rebel, do his own thing, and Aizen said, sit down. What did he do? You seen his eye. Look right at him. Direct the spiritual pressure towards Grimmjow. Dropped him with his knees. Again, that goes to show how, and that was base Aizen, mind you. That was base Aizen, okay? That did that. Grimmjow, number 6 Espada, a hybrid. All Aizen did, sitting back chilling, raised the spiritual pressure, dropped Grimmjow. It didn't affect nobody else because you can direct it. Also, you want to talk about getting close and affecting people with spiritual pressure. Rukia couldn't even move. Couldn't even move around Aizen. When they were on Sokyoku here, when Aizen was giving his whole speech, revealing what his plans, like all villains do, Rukia couldn't even move. That's why he had to drag her. He said it. He was like, oh, I forgot you can't walk. Just me, you know, me being around you. I mean, same thing. And that, again, that was base Aizen who did that. So that's the thing. Old man Yama, he had to raise the spiritual pressure to do that to the now. Aizen, he was just around Rukia. And, you know, that right there, that's what I have to say about that. Let's see. And Omeyama's defense. I know you talked about his defense, the Sanka no Tachi. Now, this is the thing about that. What really, see, his defense is only, you know, impressive like that when he is in Bunkai, number one. And then number two, he has to use that technique, Sanka no Tachi. And that's the thing. You know, he clearly said, yes, you can't touch, you know, the core of the sun. There's no way you can touch me. But with Hokyoku Aizen, I mean, it was something of similar matter. You touch him or he touch you, you're pretty much getting just rotted away. You see, all he did was touch Gin's arm. He just touched Gin's arm. And then right there, part of his arm, his wrist was gone. It was really gone. And let's think about this. Is that defense of, is that core of the sun, is it really that impressive? Like I mentioned in my latest review. Like you said, everything is getting burned up, eventually to go up in flames. But damn, you know, but look at the humans. These humans, the Star Knights. Buckbeard, he clearly stated, if I wasn't, you know, if I didn't have my blue vein, if I wasn't using my blue vein, I'd be ashes by now. Okay, that's true. Okay, cool. If you want to use this blue vein, she's being ashes. But that's the thing. If these humans can withstand the heat of the core of the sun, and you see Blind Quincy, he was right there close to him. Wolverine Quincy wasn't really affected. The only thing that was affected was the bunkai he took from Toshiro. Detroit Quincy wasn't affected. I mean, yes, they was all sweat. Man, you know, throat getting dry. You know, as soon as we said his throat was getting dry, his lip was getting cut. But see, this is just the thing, though. That Juha, that's the fake Juha at that. So a fake, whatever it is, a fake clone, spell, altered Gigai, whatever it is, even that can withstand the heat, you know. And the skeletons, alright, like I said in my other review, when I first seen how he summoned the dead, yes, that was impressive. But then I sat back and thought about it, like I mentioned in my review. How is that really going to be effective to Buckbeard? Keep in mind, this fake Buckbeard at that. They are frail, brittle skeletons at the end of the day. There are some Diablo, Skyrim, Dragons, Dogma skeletons. Yes, I mean, all that stuff was thrown out. They can't use, you know, their abilities like they used to have when they were alive. They're just, you see Juha, he was punching and breaking through the skeletons. So yes, Omeyama can use him as a defense. But at the same time, is that defense really that impressive? I mean, they're just, well, Juha, this human. Yes, he's powerful, but still, at the end of the day, this human, he was just plowing through him. That was with his fist. Imagine if he had shot some arrows, at just a whole bunch of arrows, or just a fine thin line of arrows just through all of them. I mean, the whole skeleton thing, that's cool, but like I said, the only advantage I had towards Juha was like the only effect they had on Juha was the psychological aspect. That's it. That is it. Notice it didn't do no damage to him at all. All they were doing was holding him down. He was breaking them, breaking them, breaking them. It's to slow you down. That's basically what it is. Let's see. All right, on to the other part of what you were mentioning. Oh no, I want to throw this out here. Let's not forget. There's another reason why Omeyama is not stronger than Dungai Ichigo and Hokyoku Aizen, because a battle between spiritual pressures. A battle between Shinigami is a battle between spiritual pressures. And oh yeah, another thing. So Aizen, he couldn't even be sensed. He couldn't even be sensed by Ichigo's father. Ichigo's father flicked Aizen. Imagine how strong Ichigo's father is to flick Aizen, and he couldn't feel Aizen once he went in his cryostasis. So that's tell you something. So if he can, that means he was on a higher level. It's obvious in Bleach, it was revealed. If you can't be sensed, you're on a higher level. That was proof that can't be argued, debated, or debunked. Hokyoku Aizen was so powerful, same thing with Ichigo, they could not be sensed. Just like in Naruto, if you can see the chakra, it's hella powerful. Just like in Bleach, you see, if you can't sense the person, you're literally on another level. Like Aizen said, there's no way two-dimensional beings can interact with three-dimensional beings. So, and just like Blind Quincy said, Omeyama's Ryatsu, that wasn't like a flame. Like that wasn't literally a fire flame. He said no flame, just a flame alone cannot produce heat like that. That was a spiritual pressure. And he felt that. Get what I'm saying? Get what I'm, listen to that, y'all. Y'all get where I'm going with this. Everybody felt old man Yama. Because nobody but Ichigo sensed Aizen. What does that tell you? Right there. That cannot be, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be cocky or inappropriate. That cannot be debated or debunked. Let me say it again. Hokyoku Aizen and Ichigo could not be sensed. Because Aizen said, in order for others to sense me, I will have to lower my spiritual pressure just so you can sense it. Everybody sensed old man Yama. Everybody sensed it. Everybody. And back to the two spiritual pressures colliding, since obviously, yet again, that's more proof that Hokyoku Aizen has more spiritual pressure, Ryatsu, spirit energy, whatever you want to call it. Since he has more of that than old man Yama, that means his sword could just bypass those flames. It could attack him. It can damage him. That's another thing. And back to the defense, Aizen. Let's talk about defenses. Let's see. Oh yeah, Aizen got hit by the Hado 96. Let's see what name that. Itokaso. That was the one where old man Yama grabbed Aizen's ankle and did that. But that was a level 96 Hado spell. And guess what? Aizen, it hit him. Yes, it did hit him. He went to move out the way of the flames. And here come Ichigo. A Bunkai Hollow Fire New Mass Ichigo got hit with a Getsu potential and knocked Aizen through a building. Still didn't really phase him. Yeah, he was a little charred and burned slightly, but it didn't phase him. Why? Because another reason he is stronger than old man Yama, with why he has the Hokyoku, regeneration. That's another thing he has over old man Yama. And it says in the data book, oh no, not this data book. Not this data book. That's right, motivators. This data book. So many motivators don't have this. This one specially and heavily focuses on Shinigamis and the Goti 13 alone. And yes, old man Yama's on the cover, and that motivator is in here. It talks about the battle chart, stats, weaknesses, and everything. With him being in this old age, that's a very, very big disadvantage. His stamina, endurance, and physical stats are not as high, because of that. And this is the thing. Aizen, like I said, he was able to withstand that. Now let's not forget the fact about how I mentioned the instant regeneration. Let's go back to, okay, he survived the Hado 96 and getting hit by Bunkai Ichigo with the new mask, by getting hit with the Getsu potential. He survived that. Plus, let's not forget Urahara. He was Hado 91. A 91, he's getting hit by these in the 90s. It's not working. And then let's not forget he had those reishi cuffs on him, where his spiritual pressure couldn't even leak out. It just reversed and imploded. That didn't do nothing. But guess what happened to old man Yama when he jumped on Wonder Weiss and got hit by his own flame? He was down and out. Remember that? Old man Yama, he jumped on Wonder Weiss, got hit by his own flames. He was down and out. But Aizen, the Hokyoku Aizen, his spirit energy, it was nowhere to escape. It just imploded. It didn't do nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, and when he was walking through the Dunkai Precipice Road, that train sweeper, he destroyed that. Look how he just looked. He took that out. That right there. Oh, and the speed. I noticed how you said you're not sure if old man Yama is faster than Yoruichi. You say you pretty much think he is. But let's think about this. If you honestly think the goddess of Flash, if you think old man Yama is faster than Yoruichi, then again, this just proves my point, because Aizen, he was able to speed blitz Yoruichi. I mean, when he was down and out, and Yoruichi was talking to Urahara about her armor leg breaking, she looked where he thought he was. His motivator was right here, like just behind her. You see the energy rise up. They got shocked. He moved that fast. So if you think that old man Yama is faster than Yoruichi, then, and you see Aizen was faster, I mean, come on now, it's no way. Plus, also, let's not forget, you brought up, oh yeah, the black coffin. Okay, this is the thing. The black coffin, I noticed how you said it didn't do shit. but it's for obvious reasons why it didn't do shit. Ichigo bitch slapped that motivator. That's why. I mean, this is Ichigo at his full power. Now this is the thing. Elites. I'm still on Aizen. I didn't even get the Ichigo yet. So Aizen, he did the hokyoku. I mean, he did the full incantation at that with the black coffin. You just can't write out the black coffin. You know, you just can't write it off like that. Yes, it has enough power to distort time and space. To me, that's still hella impressive. And this is the thing. We all know in the world of Bleach, the stronger you are, you do a keto spell, it's going to be stronger. You think if Aizen, Hokyoku Aizen did the Byakurai, that motivator, it'll be very powerful. Very powerful. You think if Ruki would do it, it'll just, because the stronger you are, the stronger the keto spell is going to be. So, and Aizen, he is very good at keto, as you know, he mastered all aspects of being a Shinigami. Now, that's the thing. That's the obvious reason. And I know you said the ground under Ichigo wasn't effect. But you see what he did instantly. I mean, when it closed, Aizen looked up, smirked. Next thing you know, Ichigo, he smacked it. He smacked it. And also think this. Those skulls, Ichigo. Now, despite the whole size and meters of the mountain and everything, okay, the fact of the matter is, he swung and destroyed the mountain. This is all he did. You know, him and Aizen was clashing. Imagine you do that and something is destroyed. Not tumbled over, not made an impact. It was gone. Gone. And it's the thing. Old man Yama no Tachi, when the heat goes to the tip, look at what Buckbear said. He said, oh, how boring. All I gotta do is dodge it. That's it. Dodge. All I gotta do is dodge that tip. Then when old man Yama touched the ground, a big portion of the ground was gone. But guess what? Aizen, all he did was swing. When he swung, his Ichigo caught his sword, and behind him, gone. Behind him, everything, it made a canyon. It did. It made a canyon. And old man Yama, we seen, when he swings, he cannot destroy nothing just by swinging. Like, just by, I mean, nothing. If he was to swing at a mountain, it would still be there. I promise you that. I do believe that. And how you said, you talked about the shockwave and the whole, that tiny little Cero thing Aizen shot, you know, out of the head. The thing is, I'm pretty sure they were hella far. They were arguably in the mountains of Soul Society. They flew from the real Katakura town, and he flew them hella far. We never even seen or knew the mountains of Soul Society ever even exist until Ichigo took him there, you know? And I'm pretty sure he could charge that. He just made a tiny one, threw it. If all 6 heads shot that, I'm telling you. And we see he was, I believe he was a long, long way. He was a very far amount away from Katakura town. And we see it made a canyon. It made a freaking canyon. Another thing, Ichigo. This is something right here that everyone should know. The reason why old man Yama is not stronger than dumb guy Ichigo. This is the main character at full power. The main character at full power. He had full control over his senses. When he showed up in front of Aizen, what did he do? He looked, honed in, focused in on his sisters. He felt, okay, they were all right. And he still couldn't be sensed. No one, even Aizen couldn't sense him. Right there. And if Ichigo one swing can destroy a mountain, imagine what that swing would do to them skeletons. Them brittle, frail ass skeletons. And you say if Kenpachi Zanpato, old man Yama Zanpato clash with Tensei Zangetsu, you know, Ichigo Zanpato, it'd just be, no. You see the way Ichigo's bunker, the way his Zanpato, how he had the glaive, he was pretty much one with his hand. He was literally, of course, like I said, a transcendent being. It was proof positive you can't be sensed. That was never even known or heard. Like, old man Yama, how he says, you know, there's no one that's been stronger than me. Okay, but guess what? People can still sense you, though. How come people couldn't sense Hokyoku Aizen, they couldn't sense Ichigo, but yet you can still sense old man Yama? I mean, and plus think about this, Aizen, he wasn't even sweating old man. He was only worried about his sword, that flame. If as smart as Aizen was, if he wanted to, he could figure out a way to seal Old Man Yama. Or how he altered Wonder Whites, he could have altered Baragon or something. But like, I'm gonna make you the ultimate weapon against Old Man Yama. Aizen, he wasn't afraid of Old Man Yama. He was afraid of that flame. That's why once the flame was gone, he was still ready to take on Old Man Yama. And how you said you believe Old Man Yama, Dungai Ichigo, and Hokyoku Aizen are like equal in speed. No. If that's the case, Aizen wouldn't be able to move behind Old Man Yama and then stab him in the stomach. And that was still base Aizen with the Hokyoku inside of him. Imagine when he went to cryostasis and broke out. Cryostasis, yo, the Richi couldn't even hang with him. And he couldn't be sensed. Inshin said, it's like you're swinging at nothing. He said, it's like it's no way. I'm sorry. Yes, right now, he is the strongest Bleach character right now. But let's not forget, Kubo clearly stated in the interview he is going to do a backstory on Ichigo. And when Ichigo comes at full power again, I believe he will be stronger than Dungai Ichigo. Why? Because he has the power up now, and when he amplifies that, it's going to be even greater. When I say the other power up, he's gotten his powers back, you know, through the sword. We all know how he did. Everybody was threw in a little spiritual pressure, plus he has the full bring power. So imagine that pushed to the extent, to the max. Wait till the next time Ichigo does Jinsen, because he knows how to do it now. Wait till the next time. Bleach still has years in it, and he's the main character. The main character. So that's my thing, Elites. Let's see. I mean, we went over the defense, the Kido, Aizen not being able to be sensed, being next to people, the Zanka no Tachis. But at the end of the day, he couldn't be sensed. That's proof right there they were stronger. And that is a fact that cannot be argued against. Hokyoku Aizen and Dungai Ichigo were so strong they could not be sensed. So that's my whole thing. Good video, Elite. Young Money. I hope I did you some service. But anybody else want to do a video response to this video, comments, whatever, I welcome it. But just know, not to sound cocky, when this Elite Ace and Bleach come with the thunder, I welcome all debates. But again, I enjoyed doing this video. Let me know what you all think, you know. Thanks for watching this Elite Ace. Go on Captain Vibes with Ace with this, signing out.